U.S. presidential candidates have reacted quickly to the terrorist attacks in Brussels, outlining what they would do to keep the United States safe and how they would police majority Muslim communities. My next guest is very familiar with this topic, Heather Mac Donald. She's from the Manhattan Institute. She's a senior fellow there. She's the author of Are Cops Racist and has a forthcoming book out called The War on Cops. Heather, I want to focus first on what Ted Cruz said, and I quote, "We need to empower law enforcement to patrol and secure Muslim neighborhoods before they become radicalized." Senator Cruz has gotten a lot of pushback on that. What's your take?
His choice of words was not ideal, but the concept is absolutely legitimate. All this self-righteous hyperventilating that inevitably erupts when there's yet another Islamic terror attack is getting very tiresome. Of course we need intelligence. And of course, that's going to be coming from the Muslim community. It's not a question of securing a Muslim community. That again, is not what we're talking about. It's talking about developing leads, trying to figure out, is there anything happening here? Of course, the Brussels police would have loved to have known what was going on in those dense communities where people were coming back from Syria or Chechnya.
Well, this is basically Molenbeek, this area right in the heart of Brussels. It's almost a no-go zone for the police in Belgium, Heather. Is that even possible in the United States? Are there any areas where American police don't go and don't have these kinds of connections?
Well, they certainly go everywhere they should go now, but who knows if this could happen. This is something we do not want to become like Europe. And a key to preventing terrorist attacks is always intelligence. You cannot guard targets. There's just simply not enough resources. And what Cruz suggested is absolutely right. I deplore the hysterical vilification of him, because intelligence gathering is the absolute essence to preventing another attack.
Is it constitutional to, for example, surveil Muslim mosques or to go to talk to leaders of those communities as a policeman here in the United States?
This was relatively open. What's come under attack is a program that Commissioner Kelly, the previous police commissioner in New York City, launched and perpetuated, which was taking people, plainclothes officers who did identify themselves, and simply talking with people in communities to find out where are people living in New York City, who is from Chechnya, what 2 blocks in the Bronx have the highest proportion of Moldovans. That's perfectly legitimate.
And that's not profiling, or is profiling just not bad?
I think that if you're looking for Islamic terrorism, if you're looking in synagogues, you're wasting a lot of resources. Obviously, it's not enough to be Muslim, but if Muslim is not part of what you're looking at, you're simply not going to be finding Islamic terrorism. It's a tautology. That's not to say, of course, that most Muslims in this country are sympathetic to or involved in terrorism. They are not. But it is not illegitimate to take into account national origin in developing where you're going to develop your leads.
Okay. Heather Mac Donald with the last word. The book is coming out. It's called The War on Cops. Thanks so much
for
joining us.